Hey, friend, having a rough day? Did you have a moment? Listen, me too. So bring it on in. Bring it on in. Let's talk about it, okay? Because one thing we know for sure is heavy moments are going to happen. And I don't know about you, but I don't like to let anything take a full day away from me because that is a very slippery slope, okay? Because one heavy or hard day can easily turn into several. And ain't nobody got time for that, okay? So, how do you get yourself back to neutral? How do you get yourself feeling like you're connected back to the best of you so that you can actually not only have a good day, but handle your business? Okay. So, I want to walk you through what I did today when I was dealing with a heavy moment. So, let's get into it. Listen, friend, the one thing that we have in common is we are human and we are for sure gonna have the human experience. And in the human experience, it means that we're gonna have some heavy moments. None of us are exempt from experiencing them. But one thing I realized about me today that was real brand new is the way that I handled it. I was like, okay, girl. I handled this hard moment better than I've handled anything, really. And it really showed me how much growth I've actually had. And so, when you have hard moments, do you have a practice, a ritual, a few things that you can do that just help you connect back to you? So, let me share the few things that I did today. Number one, I had to get outside. Okay. It happened to be a beautiful Cali day. So the sun was shining, the temperature was right. It was a gorgeous day today. And so I went to the park and the sun was out, the breeze was breezing, cute little squirrels jumping around, duckies, and even some geese were out there. And listen, everybody was playing nicely. It was just a beautiful day in the park. And I actually stayed out there for a few hours because it just felt so good to just be outside. And friends, sometimes you need a change of scenery. Sometimes you need fresh air. You need the sun on your skin. You need to be reminded of how simple things can still be, even in a heavy moment. So, getting out to the park today was definitely food for my soul. It really helped me to just woo-saw, relax, and remember that there is still a lot of good going on in my world. And I think sometimes when we are really holding something that's heavy, we forget about the simpleness that we still have in our life. So, getting out in the park helped me to just level set, which was amazing. And then I went and got ice cream because, ice cream makes everything better, right? It's not just for the kids. So, going to get a scoop of my favorite ice cream that I've had since I was a little girl. Love me some Rocky Road. Hey, had my little ice cream and I drove home so happy. Had my ice cream in hand, my jams was playing. I was just singing, enjoying my ice cream for red. It was wonderful. I came back home a new woman. So, I really invite you to have a list of things that you can do that make you feel good, things that really help to bring you back to neutral, that connect you back to the best of you. Because we all need those things to bring us back, to anchor us down again when we've been thrown off a little bit. So, Oprah has her list of favorite things, and I invite you to have your list of favorite things. The next thing that I did, ooh, friend, this is a good one. I had to remind myself of just how far I've actually come. Listen, when I got hit with that heavy moment today, I did not want to make a video. And listen, friend, I'm 52 days in. Yes. Can we get a little clap for the 52? Okay, 52 days. Yes. So 52 days of making YouTube videos straight. And friend, I did not want to make a video. I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't know what I was going to talk about. I had nothing. Okay. I was Whitney Houston for a moment. I had nothing. But getting out in the park, it just gave me ideas. My creative juices started flowing again. And I was like, why not just be honest and talk about how I dealt with this moment today? Okay. But it was not that long ago, friend, that I never would have imagined myself making videos, let alone posting them every single day. So I realized just how far I've actually come. I've spent the betterment of a lifetime dealing with the fear of really being seen. And to now be on the other side of that, where it's not even who I am anymore. And this woman that you see before you today, friend, okay, she got to have her video done every day. Who is she? Who's that girl? Somebody cue Eve. But it just reminded me of just how far I've come. Friend, my life looks so different 10 years ago than it does today. I legit went from being a single mom, divorced with a baby on each hip, to now being a happily blessed married woman. Okay? Okay, friend. Give it up for God. Hey, Jesus. My life just looks so different than it did 10 years ago. And it just really put me back into perspective of how grateful I really am for how far I've come. And not just in terms of achieving things, but just who I am as a person and even as a coach. So I invite you to think about, where have you grown? Who are you now? How are you handling things now that you wouldn't have handled them the same way 10 years ago? Where was your life 10 years ago? I think when we're dealing with heavy moments, we forget about just how far we've come. And we forget that there may have been once upon a time when we didn't handle challenges as well. You know, maybe you were quick to get an attitude or take it out on people. Maybe it would take you down to where you were just sad and depressed and going through things. But now, when you get faced with a challenge, it does impact you. You feel it, but you're able to move through it so differently. That's what I realized today, friend. And that level of growth, there's just no value that you can place onto that because it's just invaluable. So I just want to remind you how far you've actually come. And everything that you've been through has positioned you to be able to handle things the way that you do now. So give yourself a little pat on the back, okay? Okay. And last but certainly not least, and this probably should have been number one, it's, I think, one of the most important things is I started to think about what I can do. What are the solutions? You know, I don't like to stay in the problem too long because that is cool. You have to acknowledge what it is, what's happening. But I'm very solution focused. I'm ready to move forward. I'm like, what can we do to get this going in the direction that we want to go in? What can I do so that I'm feeling better? What do I got to do? And I know that by me doing my part, I then let God handle the rest. And if you're not, if God is not your jam, no worries. Feel free to insert your belief here, whether it's God, source, the universe, whomever it is that you believe in. Feel free to insert your beliefs there. but I'm a God's girl and I believe that He can carry everything that I cannot. So I will do my part and I trust that God is going to handle the rest. I think so many times when we're dealing with heavy things, we feel like it's just all on us, like it's all on me and I have to fix it. No, that's not totally true. The beautiful thing is we get to co create this life, we get to co create our solutions. So, yes, there is a part that you have to play, and it does require some action on your part because faith without works, we know is dead, okay? So, yes, be solution oriented. Start thinking about your part and what you can do, but also know that you're not doing it alone. There are forces that are bigger and greater than you that are happy to take on this task just to remind you that God gets the glory. It's not just us dealing with all of these things on our own. So, I just really wanted to share all of this with you. So, if you're going through a heavy moment, if you've had a rough day, it's okay. It's all right. You can still smile your way through it. There's still beauty in your life, even if you have to go to the park and watch some squirrels run around and play. There are still simple, beautiful elements to this life, even when you're dealing with heavy things. And you've already come so far. This is not the end. Whatever you're dealing with, whatever you're facing, it is always temporary. And God has the final say. Okay? Okay. So I hope that this helped you as much as it helped me. It really helped to shift me out of my moment. And I hope it does the same for you. So let me give you a journal prompt, though, real quick. You know, I can't leave here without giving you one. So your journal prompt is: what makes me feel good when life gets heavy? And am I actually giving myself permission to go there when I need it? Friend, sometimes we are waiting for someone else to give us permission. We're waiting on somebody else to say it's okay. And I just want to remind you, you get to grant your own permission. You don't have to wait around for someone else to take some time and go to the park and listen. I know I was there for a few hours today. I rearranged some things on my schedule because I knew that tending to me was more important than anything else that I had planned. And we have to be flexible with our plans. So if you can do that, awesome. And even if you can't, that's awesome too, because even if you just give yourself 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever it is that you can spare to just get yourself back to neutral, that matters, friend, and it all counts, okay? So there's your journal prompt. And meet me in the comments and tell me one thing that you do to help get yourself back to neutral, to help get yourself back to the best of you. Because I really want us to build a community of women who share these things with each other, because you might have some things that are on your list that I need to add to mine, okay? And vice versa. I want us to be sharing these things with each other so that we can help build our own list and support each other in the process. So definitely fill us in the comments. I'll be happy to meet you there. And as always, friend, remember, I love myself so much. I don't play about me. And if you hang out with me long enough, you will love yourself so much that you won't play about you either. Okay, friend? Oh my goodness. Man, my allergies are like wilding out right now. So let me just apologize for any allergies, any snifflies. Like, listen, I had a moment today, okay? Cut your girl some slack, okay? Cut your girl. Let me have a little grace today. Okay, friend. I will meet you in the comments and I will see you in the next video tomorrow.